Did you know our Federal Reserve is like a magician where they can make money out of thin air? Would you like to learn more? Stick with us for these links. I'm Victor Medina, and this is 5 Facts Friday. Hey everybody, welcome back to 5 Fact Friday. This is hosted by Medina Law Group and Palante Wealth, your home for retirement planning. And I wanted to share with you the 5 links for this week. But before I do, I want to let you know about a couple of things that are coming up that we're really excited about. The first is we are so eager to get back in front of people to share our knowledge around estate planning that we're starting to put together some seminars coming up for this summer. But don't worry, we're going to be hosting them outdoors. We've got a fantastic property here at our office, and we've gone ahead and gotten a couple of tents where we will host some outdoor seminars with some boxed lunches. We will stay socially distant, but it will give you an opportunity to explore some of the estate planning and retirement planning topics that you've been eager to learn about in a one-on-one setting or one-on group setting where we can have you here on our site. So look forward to the links that are going to be coming up. We're going to be hosting these a little bit in the summer, assuming of course that New Jersey does not become another hotbed outbreak of the COVID virus. So we'll keep a close eye on that and make sure that everybody stays safe. The other thing I wanted to remind you about is that we are deep in our throes of the 3X or triple win refer a friend program, which is going great. So remember, if you have somebody that you think would be helped by our services, you can refer them to us and you will have a triple win out of that. The first thing is, of course, you're going to be able to help them get a great plan in place. And the other two things is that we're going to bring a lunch to a first responders location, and we're going to have that be catered by a local restaurant. So 3 people went out of that. All you have to do is let us know that you sent somebody over, have them contact us or have them tell us that you sent us over, and we will be able to take care of them. So let's get to the links for this week. The first link is what I am reading, and in fact, I picked up an article about a new way of enjoying a concert. So what they're doing is they're doing drive-in concerts. In fact, a couple have been hosted by Garth Brooks and Brad Paisley. You know, they're saying it's not the same thing as actually being at the concert, and I can certainly see why that's the case, but if you're eager to go out there, maybe you want to pick up what is the closest drive-in concert to us and go check them out. The next link about what I'm watching, I picked up a fantastic little video that teaches you to draw like the Disney animators do. In fact, they're going to walk you through how to make not only what the current Mickey Mouse is, but what the old school Mickey Mouse looks like. So if you are interested to do that, maybe you're a frustrated artist, or maybe you've got kids or grandkids that would love to learn how to draw the Disney characters, you can follow that link. Next, on to what's on my home screen. Well, I will tell you that I, of course, am a big Apple fan. Everyone already knows that, but I'm excited about the new operating system that is being released this fall. It's called iOS 14. In fact, they've got a couple of different versions, one for the iPhone and one for the iPad, and they're bringing new improvements. For instance, things like when you get a phone call that it doesn't take up your entire screen, you just get a notification on the top. Well, that new operating system has just been released into public beta, which means this: if you are on the bleeding edge of technology, you can sign up for the public beta profile, download that onto your phone, and get a preview of the newest operating system before it's released to the general public as part of their new release of the operating system. But be warned, this is still in beta. It could mess up your phone. It could do things that you don't expect, and they are still ironing out the wrinkles off of it. So you really have to be an adventuresome kind of person to install it. Would you like to know who installed it as an adventurous person? Yeah, right here. So I'm really excited. I've been playing with it since last night, a couple weeks or so. But anyway, it has been an interesting new way of interacting with my phone. I always like their updates. Now, the last 2 links for this week. First is what's new and legal. You know, a lot of times the purpose of doing estate planning is to reduce family friction along the way. These days, it's really not about estate tax planning when the exemption is over $11 million per person. So the real goal of estate planning is to make sure that you have a smooth transition from one generation to the next. Well, what could you do to help ensure that? This link will show you some of our tips and tricks on how to do that. By the way, it's not ours, but we believe a lot in what they're talking about. And then the last link has to do with what's new in retirement. You are aware, of course, about the stimulus bill that essentially created trillions of dollars to be pumped into the economy to try to help bolster what was going on, of course, as a result of the pandemic. Well, where do we get this money from? Turns out that the Federal Reserve can just make it happen. So if you'd like to learn more about the way that's done, a little of the magic that's run by the Federal Reserve, go ahead and check out that link. Now, before I go, I did want to let people know about a new link about my a cappella group. So those of you that have been sticking with us know that we released a song a few months ago where we had recorded with a multi-track where people were recording in their independent locations, and then we put it together as a release for our song. Well, we've got a new song. It's called Brighter Than the Sun. It's a copy of a Colby Coe song, and if you'd like to check it out, we're including the link for that. I'm probably setting myself up for some ribbing afterwards, but you know what? I love singing, and I love singing with my group. We're really proud of this effort, and if you are so inclined, there is a donate button at the bottom of that. Just a couple of dollars will go a long way to helping the group support its efforts, not only in terms of doing these kinds of recordings, but also in terms of being able to support the trips and the other things that we do along the way. In any event, let's recap for this week. We have our drive-in concerts. We've got our how to draw like a Disney animator, the new operating system that's available for Apple mobile devices, iPads and iPhones, how to reduce family friction in your legal estate planning, and how the Federal Reserve creates money. Those are the links for this week. Don't forget to keep an eye out for our upcoming seminars that are going to be held outdoors with some boxed lunches, and make sure you take advantage of our 3X or triple win refer a friend program if you know somebody that would benefit from working with us. Those are links for this week. Special shout out to my dad who's celebrating his birthday this week. So other than that, we'll catch you in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.